What's up, everyone? Netherwood back with more Factorio for you here. Episode 34 of this Space Age series, and I've got something kind of fun for you today. As you can see the background right now, you haven't seen this. I got two things to show you that you haven't seen. Well, that'd be four. Or is that four? Two. Anyway, I've got two things for you to see. We're just gonna get into it. I caught this right when it was happening. I was working on a big project, as you can see in the background, and this happened, man. Oh! And there it is. It's destroyed. This is literally, I could only capture the last few seconds of this thing on a save. We lost the USS VULCANUS. You will go down in the history books as the first ship that went to a new planet, and you will not be forgotten. And now let's create your replacement. All right, so, I might as well give you the second reveal because there's no reason to hide. I can't really hide this. As you can see, I'm working on base 3, right? Is this base 3 or base 3.5? I can't remember my old way of thinking is. I think this is base 3 or 3.5 or something, but basically, check this out, dude. I have been mega basing the base here. As you can see, very cool. Lots of concrete everywhere. It looks amazing. Again, that's one of the things I really was missing with my base, is making it look nice. I really like when it aesthetically looks good. And I've got a few blueprints that I've been working with. I've quadranted out this thing into each one of these is 48 by 48, so it makes a 96 by 96. But I didn't do it in one big blueprint because my rails are still 48 by 48. So that's why I did that. So I've been working on that. As you can see, mostly all I've done, I didn't do this on camera because I've just been moving builds up. As you can see, I'm kind of moving builds and tearing down the old sections here of the old base. Like, as you can see, I moved plastic and sulfur over here. I'm using beacons. They're all modern builds and stuff. And actually, the output on these is way higher than the previous output, even though I have less machines, which, again, if you use beacons, is not, is nothing new. There's nothing new there. But yeah, this has been really fun to work on. And when I was building all this is a lot of build time. I was actually sick in these past few days, and so I've been working on this and really nothing else. Sorry, I haven't gotten any videos out. But that's when USS VULCANUS went down. Actually, a while back. I've built a lot more since then. And I thought, you know what? I'll rebuild that on camera, and we can get to it. So here we are at the new space area here. All I did was move everything. I think I added one rocket or something. But everything's pretty much the exact same, just moved. What we're going to do is fire up a copy of our new build. So we need to launch a platform. But I don't need a giant platform because I already know what I want to build. So what we're going to do is, I wonder if do you just like launch a platform and then you put the blueprint on it? I think that's what we do. So we're going to try that. Let me get one of these space platform starter packs and let's just put it in here. Good, he's not set to automatic. I need to make sure everybody else is set to automatic though. Let's build a new space platform. We're going to call this USS VULCANUS. I can't remember, what's the Star Trek ship number for the Enterprise? I need to look that up real quick. So the Star Trek ships were the NCC 1701, 1701D, and 1701G. So we're going to call this the USS VULCANUS 1701B. I think you do it like that. Cool. Okay. And then let's create. So it should fire off. And then what we're going to do now is make sure these other guys are set to auto, because we're going to basically set the blueprint up and then have this guy build everything basically while we're doing other stuff. So let's set all these to automated here. And then we'll set this guy to automated as well. Now what I want to do when that thing is up there is set down the blueprint. We're just going to use the same one for Gelba right now. There we go. We've got it. Okay. I just want to use the same one as Gelba. I don't really have time to redesign a whole new ship. So since we just designed one, let's just do that. So let's get the blueprint. I saved it right here. Yeah, there we go. Nice. It just snaps right to it. Let's just build it. There we go. And now it should start auto-requesting. If you go down here and look. Yeah, it's auto-requesting everything. It's going to build the whole ship. Is it going to request any platforms? Apparently not yet. So let's let that thing build. I think that's how it works. Again, this is a really cool upgrade to the base here. I'm really loving it. Lots of new spaces to build here as well. Everything is built out really nicely. I also moved the mart. This is basic. I'm not building a bus. I'm just going to this mart right here where everything crafts up kind of on its own, that everything that we use to build with will just be generated here. The big builds are for stuff like science, etc., that we need thousands of those items very quickly. We don't need thousands of these things, so I don't mind just building it right here. And then what we're going to do is I'm going to try to group builds together. Like this is purple science, I believe, so I'm going to try to group the other purple science builds together, unless it's like something for military or something like that. As you can see, I moved all the engine builds to here for the one for roboports, right? Robots and roboports and stuff. And these two items, at least, are used in science. I need to start setting up science over here. I also have a second nuclear reactor online. I put it in right here. Looks pretty sweet. That's pretty neat. I like that. And just keep expanding kind of as we go. Obviously, I'm going to mine out these patches sooner rather than later because they're just getting in the way. And I don't really want to put builds over the top of patches. So what we're also going to build today now is coal liquefaction. I've been wanting to do this, but I thought, you know what, I'll do this on camera because I have never done this build. Also, I really need a lot more heavy oil, and I don't have enough. So let's start building that. I don't really need to run up there. I can actually build it from far away. I can do remote building. I'm pretty okay with that. But for now, we'll just run up there because I do like to interact with the cars and stuff like that. This is the start of the build, but what we really need to know is what do I need to actually build this? So what I'm going to need is coal and steam, right? Really just coal, because coal can generate steam as long as I have water. So I'm going to bring in coal and I'm going to bring in water, which means I need to kill this. Let's just do this. It should pick it up on my person. Nice. All right, let's go in here and build another station. Let's add 2 more stations, actually. We're going to add this station here for the water. That'll be water will be up top, and then no, usually it's better if I put the solid up top because the water won't take up as much space, and then the outbound will be here, which will be the heavy oil. All these builds now will be modular. None of them will interact with each other through like belts or direct connections. I'm just going to use trains for everything. That could be a problem in the longer run as I have trains running all through my network all the time. But we will see. If that becomes a problem, I'll figure it out. Okay, so we've got this guy. Let's have him get water. He has fuel, but he has fuel that I don't want him to have. I've switched everything to rocket fuel. And the reason I did that is because light oil keeps building up. And the only real way to get rid of it is through solid fuel. That's the best way. And then what consumes more light oil than solid fuel? Rocket fuel, right? That just uses the solid fuel and some more light oil and makes rocket fuel. And it makes the trains go faster, so I switched to that. So let's give that guy a couple of these dudes. We're going to want him to have water cars, right? Liquid cars. We're also going to want him to have a liquid output here. The last place I did a liquid output is down here. Probably could blueprint this, but why? Let's copy this guy. Nice. Just get the whole thing. And then come back here. Actually, I can just escape. Okay. Actually, no, I want this guy to be down here. So let's flip the build, right, and put it here. Although for this, I could do pipes, like pumps up and guys underneath. That's actually a better way to save some space. So I'll do that real quick. Let's put down another train, though. We're going to want another one and give it some more fuel. There we go. This one is going to be... Oh, I'm sorry. This is the liquid one. This one is the one for coal. This will also help us burn some coal because we just have a glut of coal everywhere, and I'd like to get rid of it. So since we're going to be getting a full thing of coal, why don't we just set this guy up? So this guy is doing... well, really what he's creating is heavy oil. Oh, it creates all 3, doesn't it? It creates all 3 outputs. That kind of stinks, but it is what it is. I don't know what we could really do about that. I might want to put the whole thing as going up like that. Actually, what I could do, what I did before with this, if you look at my most recent build, is I put the liquid on the outside right here. It does touch the horizontal, but I think it's fine. Let's get this build, actually. Let's just copy this whole thing. And then what I don't need to copy, though, is the plant, or the... I don't want to copy the station, because I don't want to copy the station name. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Nice. So that'll be water, right? But we need a station name. Really, this is coal liquefaction. I guess we'll just call it coal liquefaction. There it is. Coal liquefaction is here. Inbound 1. And this one's going to be water, 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 water. So let's just copy the icon. This is a much simple way I've been doing it. There we go. There's that guy. Cool. And then we're going to copy him and say this guy is coal, right? The only 2 things we need for this. Oh, wait. He's got to be number 2. And then 4 coal. I'm also trying to go back to all 4 cars. It's either 4 cars or 2 cars, preferably 4, so that I can get it's more balanced, and also it's easier. Just I don't have to have trains running on the system so often. Just go get a whole bunch of it. That cuts down on my trains flying all over the place. So it did not replace the train cars, so I'll do that by hand. All right, you're gonna go get water. So now that I have the station name, cool. Let's go find it. A lot of times it's at the bottom. Okay, you're going to go here till you're empty. Also, I can use empty and full if I do the whole train, right? This is chemical, I think. No, depot, inbound. It's outbound water. There we go. Till you're full. And then the new interrupt is refuel. So the one thing I've changed here is I changed this to say just sit there for 5 seconds. So no matter what fuel I'm loading, it'll sit there for 5 seconds. Now, it is looking for a specific fuel, but at least when I change the fuel I'm using, the trains won't just sit there and not do anything. So let's save that. That's fine. Why don't you go to get me some water? Go to refuel first. He'll go get us water. All right, great. Okay. Yeah, he'll probably go out that direction. Maybe not, though. All right, let's do this guy now. He's going to get us coal. There we go. Nice. This is going to be on the inside, right? So that's offloading on inbound. I did set up all blue belts. I've switched to blue belts. Sometimes I change it to red if the build doesn't need the blue belts, if it doesn't need 45 per second, and it doesn't need 4 belts of 45 per second. I change it to red just because why? It's costing extra for no reason. Let's copy this down. Let's just copy in the same spot. There we go. And these will all probably run out that direction. All right, cool. Let's tell this guy same thing. Oh, I can't copy the train. I wish I should have kept the train there so I could copy it. And just change a couple things here. Go get me some coal. Great. All right, so that's going to fill that up. Also with 4 cars, I don't have to set up the cars or anything special. Just go get a whole bunch of it. All right, so we're going to need 3 outbounds, though. 3 outs on this one. We only have 1 right now. I've never had 3 outs, so this will be interesting. Let's set up the actual outbound here before we do anything else. My problem, again, is going to be that I fill up on stuff I don't care about when what I really want is heavy oil. That's what I really care about. Let's go get an offloader from something else. Yeah, that's the best I can do, I think. Oh! I think I know I can make this even tighter. We'll put this down. Obviously, that can go there. I don't really care. But what I'm going to do is well, I still kind of want this, so let's keep it. But what I'll do is let's go like this. Let's move it to here. Yeah, we don't want to leave any space because it might not fit if we leave space. Okay, that works. Because we need space to build. I can't just, take up all the space of trains. Where is this guy? So these trains are getting locked up at the refueler because I switched what type of fuel I'm using, and it's the old interrupt is looking for a specific kind of fuel to be available. It's coal, but obviously we're using something else now. So, right, we're using rocket fuel. So what I got to do with these is take out the old one, take out this, and add the new refueler. So if I do that, it works because it thinks, oh, I don't have enough coal, and it just sits there. But in reality, it's got plenty of fuel. So this guy comes in. Let's see if he's got the same problem. No, he's good. Right? He's good. He's just got to wait for the other guy now. Now he's going to go get... This is probably the other guy we just did, but we'll see. Yeah, he's the same. Okay, they're going to go get their stuff, and then they're done. Oh, man. Let's help these guys out. So I don't know what I'm going to do when I need more power. It's good for right now, but... a lot of people, I was reading about megabases, and a lot of people are using, they're using solar because it takes less ticks per minute, or updates per minute. The problem is I hate solar. It's free and cheap, like there's no complexity, and it just takes up a lot of space. I prefer nukes, so I might just keep going nuke. like at least one more nuke probably. And actually, I probably would just put it literally right there, and I'll have 3 nukes running. Let me tell me what you guys do in the comment section. If you're making a mega base, how do you handle power over time? And then last but not least, the petroleum gas. Now, it's just really difficult to manage this stupid thing. People are saying, like, how do you keep this from being backed up? One of the ways that people do it is they just create a burner inserter chain and just burn the excess fuel. Just have burner inserters in a circle, and they just keep handing it to the next guy, and eventually it gets eaten up. And that's how they kind of sink their extra fuel, basically extra products. I would love to not do that, so I'm not really sure what we can do there. I need to do a little more research. Obviously, you guys can tell me what you do in the comments section. We're also going to need a little bit of oil, but I'm not sure exactly how much. Yeah, 3 is fine for this, I think. This guy can just be full blast. I don't care if it's full, especially since it's water. All right, so everything's pretty much set up. Let's just start setting up the refineries here, right? So how am I going to do this? I need water in and 3 products out. 3 products is a lot, so it's going to be a real big pain in the butt, I think. Products going in is easy. But maybe what we do is we don't use pipe all the way across. That way I can have more space to load my coal from the back or something like that. So the next thing we're going to do as well, we're going to pick coal liquefaction, and yeah. Oh, it's steam. That's right. We got to generate steam first. Well, first let's set up how many guys we think we have. Then we can set up how much steam we think we need to generate, because I don't think it's going to be a lot. It needs 2 things. This is going to suck, man. So for heavy liquid, we'll just recycle it. Like, it'll just come out and it'll go back in. It won't be that big of a deal. I'll just have a pump going one direction. So when we send some oil going that way, it'll keep pumping as it's creating, and we'll just get just enough, I think. I think that's the way I would like to try to do this. All right, so there's our coal. Nice. That was easy. And I only took 1 additional space there. Also, I can't do that because I want to use beacons on this thing. Yep, 5 beacons. Okay, so this guy's now getting affected by 5 beacons. 27 steam in, 5.4 coal in. All right, so let's just do 2 lines of these guys. I think that's going to be plenty. Then we can tell how much steam we need to generate, because 2 lines is already going to be insane. Right, we got this on the front. Well, I have it down here already. Let's just go get this. Here's how I had to do this. And I don't like this, but I'm not sure we have an alternative that is better. So here we go, I guess. That is so much space, bro. That is so much space. That's a lot of space. That is going to be a wide operation. There we go. Now, how are we going to give it coal? Well, one thing we could do... What if we went underground right here? There we go. Fairly compact. I really just don't like these pipes. Like, these pipes suck. Well, if we compacted it to just 3 pipes, because we really have 2 pipes on each side. If instead of this... instead of this... we just went straight to this, right? What about that? And same thing for this. What about this? Just do that. Yeah, this guy can do that. Okay, let's cut this because I think I found a solution. We don't need to mirror it, right? We just need to do this. There we go. So I think that's it. I think that's a much tighter way to do it. And actually, we could... Well, we can't move this back because it's going to interfere with that. All right, so let's see if this fits. I went and grabbed one of these dudes. And you know what I need to do? Let's horizontal this. There we go, nice. Okay, now it works. Okay, and that's probably why I had to flip it last time or something. Not exactly sure why that didn't work. But we're going to need pipes in the back too. So what we got to do is copy this whole thing and flip it around. Actually, we should be able to... Now, if I copy this... invert it, it's going to be way down in here. Yeah, see? That means we got to move this whole thing again. I don't know if we're going to have space for steam? Shouldn't take up a lot. It's just steam boilers. But let's cut this again because there's just not enough space. Move it up here. Invert. And I should again be able to do that. Yep. Okay, so that's the other side of the build. Then we just need to add, I want to say 2 more of these guys. Alright, should look like this. I believe that's correct. Yeah, 1 more of these would be off. This guy would not fit. Is everybody powered? Yep, everybody's powered. Nice. And all the belts are going in the same direction. And we got about... This is more than 30 of coal, so we're going to have to use a blue belt coming in here. 2 blue belts. Anyway, we'll use the other coal for the boilers. Okay, I'm going to leave the build there, I think. All this comes out of here and just goes right into these guys on the sides. So let's get the boilers going now. How much steam we're going to need? 25, 27. Let's just say it's... Let's overbuild. Let's say 27.1 times 12. 27.1 times 12. We actually don't even need the 0.1. So 325 steam. We need to generate 325 steam. And a boiler generates 60 steam. So 325. So we need 6 of these to make 360, right? We need 6 boilers. So let's get those. I don't think I have any of those, and I'm not going to ever make them. So let's just make them in here. And then where's steam going in? Oh, steam's right there. Okay. So steam's going in right here. Let's make that the same. Need 2 pipelines of this. We'll just generate right here and send it out to there. There they are. Let's set them up like this. There we go. Is that gonna... Yeah, I think it will. There we go. And then we'll just have a line of coal coming in the back. Now, how much coal is it going to eat? I don't think it's going to tell me. I don't think it matters. We have plenty of extra coal. We have 2 extra belts of coal. So, again, I don't think it's a big deal. What I should probably do, though, is have the coal run through this direction. Because we're going to balance it here, have it run through there. So this guy really should be on the other side, probably. And this guy should be moved over. Yeah, we're going to flip this whole thing. It is what it is. Okay, so the way we're going to do this is 2 belts go to the actual build, and 2 belts go to that, although we don't think we're going to need that much, so maybe we save a belt. Let's do that. Let's take 2 of these belts and give it to the build. Then we'll have 2 belts to kind of screw around with. Alright, I think we're good with the build as far as generating. What we need to do now is send something back. Still waiting on that for some reason? Okay. We need to send some of the heavy oil back. So we'll say the bottom one is heavy oil. And we're going to pump some of it out. There we go. Okay, now we have heavy oil going back in. So what I'll do is just get like a few barrels of heavy oil, just dump it in the reserve, and it'll pump it in. Then we're good to go. It'll just start auto-generating. We should be fine. All right, so we need output now, right? Export is... This is heavy oil. We only have 1. That's perfect. I don't want more than 1. And it's the second one, right? So let's say we're going to bring it up. Let's bring this one up from here. Again, the problem really is going to be getting these guys to... Do we need this? We don't. Okay, good. Is dumping these guys when there's too much. It's just the same as the current problem. The reason I'm even setting this up is because I'm out of heavy oil. I can't make any more. Because light is just full. There's nothing it gets used for except rockets. Alright, so let's let the coal rip at least. Let's connect it up here. And let's let the coal rip. Again, this can just be regular. I mean, red belt. These have to be blue. So let's get that set up. Alright, we're pretty much ready to let this thing cook. And if something gets messed up, well, wait a minute. There we go. If something gets messed up, it gets messed up. Just it is what it is. At some point, we gotta push the button. Can we go all the way down with this? Man, that'd be so dope. No. Where is the cutoff point? That is too far away. Okay, there we go. Nice. Okay. All right, let's let the coal rip, and then we'll see what happens with at least the steam boilers. There we go. Tons of coal coming in. Nice. All right, they're picking it up. Steam generation should start happening. Nice. Yeah, see, 60 steam every 60 seconds, so that's perfect. Great. And that's just going to keep eating coal. That's kind of nice. I want to eat coal. I don't want coal. I want to get rid of coal. So if we turn this thing on, there's no going back. We just have to get some heavy oil, and then there's no going back, man. So let me go get some real quick. I'm going to go bottle some up real fast. Man, it's so slow running on this non-concrete area of the base. Like, it's weird. It feels so strange. I'm just not used to it at all. Let's do the packaging dude here. Okay, here we go. Actually, let's get a fast one since they're literally right here. Let's put this guy on there and say, we're going to bottle up heavy. And then let me give it some barrels. I think I made 4. Nice. And maybe, I guess, power. I thought it would have power. Cool. There we go. Make me 4 of those suckers. Is 4 going to be enough? Let's just get 8. Like, why not, right? I mean, might as well. It's not. I'm just going to throw them away when I'm done anyway. Where are you guys? Right there. There we go. All done. Just pick it up. All right, let's go back, and then we will dump this in and let it rip. 50 heavy oil. Okay, so that should be plenty, because I just got like 400 heavy oil. And you only need 16 to get one of them started, I think. And if that's the case, that means I've got plenty. I'm just going to dump it into the thing. It'll move up into the build, and it'll start working. And then I'll have to figure out what to do with all this extra stuff. So I haven't thought about that. I'll have to do it off camera, I guess. Just let it build up for now. All right, so I should be able to dump it into here, and it should work. Let's do it over here, though. That way, it's kind of out of the way of everything else, in case we have a train come through or something weird. So we're going to unbarrel this guy, and I'm going to dump it into here. We're going to need power. Great, let's do it. And then right when I dump this in, it'll work. That should do it. Why isn't it working? It's pumping, but it's pumping nothing. Ah, there we go. It started. Aha! Yeah! I knew that would work. It's going to take its sweet time and build up, though, because, again, we don't start with really any heavy oil at all, really. Just that it's not exporting. Why are you not exporting? You should be exporting. Oh, it's not connected right here. That's the only one that's not connected, it looks like. Okay, all the other ones are connected? Yeah. Oh, no, there's a couple other ones. Look, you can see right here, that guy's not connected. This guy's not connected. There we go. These guys are all connected. This guy's connected. This guy should... Yeah, there we go. They're all starting up now. Good. And then this just build up over time, and we'll have everything running. Again, it's got 50. What is it waiting for? Oh, we can't take out the light oil now. All right, let's make these connections. Actually, it's going to have that problem with all of these, it looks like. So let's connect all these. I thought I did that. Maybe I didn't do that when I copied it or something. Yeah, I didn't copy the connection part. There we go. Now it's got everything. I don't need that one. This still doesn't have a heavy connection. Okay. Odd. Now it should just flow. There we go. There we go. Creating a whole bunch of heavy oil. It's not a lot, but this isn't the depot. This is just where it gets created. Then we dump it to the depot, right? At a later date. So I'm going to put a pump that goes this other direction too. This is a great amount of space for this, because I only want this fluid to pump this direction, right? I don't want it to go any other direction. So let's get some more power, apparently. Maybe down here. There we go. And he'll only pump in that direction. That way it has to go like this. Or for you guys, I guess it's like that. And we don't have any way it gets backed up. There we go. Nice. Everything's filling up nicely. Yeah, we got a lot of heavy oil, and that's the whole point of this. I want a lot of heavy oil. Everything's working up here. Everything's pumping. Nice. Build done. Now let's check on our dude, 1701B. He's almost all built. Nice, dude. This is how you do it, man. So let's see what we got in here. Tons of space. This is awesome. A lot more guns this time. This is why it had a hard time last time. Although this does also have a hard time with generating rounds, remember? But this system's slightly different because it prioritizes round generation before it does fuel and oxidizer, right? So the fuel and oxidizer come after it has enough rounds, which is perfect. This is probably not the best ship. I can think of an upgrade right now where we really prioritize rounds. Maybe a faster way to generate rounds. I'm not sure how we can do that, but I'm sure there is a way. So let's see, what is this guy doing? Because he's been sitting there a long time. Let's go down to the space area and see, is he just waiting for rockets to be built or something? It does take a long time to get all that stuff up there, so that's possible, but I thought he'd be ready by now. It's been an hour. All right, let's check. Is this guy waiting? No, he's full. He's full up. It's not requesting anything, huh? This should have requests. Not enough to fill a rocket. So on the planet, 23. Something's stuck. Let's go look at what it is. Something is not receiving what it needs to build. It's foundations, but let's go look at foundations real quick. This troubleshooting thing is something you have to do quite a lot, actually. I might have turned something off. Yeah, I turned it off because I wanted it to generate out of here, and there's only 23 left. So why don't we give it boxes now? These guys? So that I had to pick up a whole bunch of these foundations, and now there wasn't enough, right? So now there should be plenty. It should unlock this thing and start building. Let's go back there to make sure it's doing that. Then it can build the rest of the ship and we can get moving. Yeah, see how much faster it is to run on this other concrete right here? It's just so much nicer. I left enough space to put another set of rockets in here, which I probably will do eventually. But for now, we're good. Yeah, there we go. It's going to start launching more stuff. So we'll be back when that's done. I do kind of want to get VULCANUS set up again first before we go to Gelba, because I want to make sure that is going back and forth just fine. Oh, we're running out of rocket fuel. Interesting. Why isn't this guy going? Oh, he has nothing on here. I redid this train. I guess I didn't reset it. I guess I need to add interrupts. Okay, so let's add... Right, blue chips. Let's add that first. Blue chips. Let's make sure it's set up correctly. These need to be 45. No. These are 100, so this will be fine. There. Now go get some rocket fuel. There we go. It's waiting? Somebody's there? Who's in here? Oh, it's literally offline. That's because I've been tearing stuff apart over here. All right, let's connect this. That's wild. There, now we're consuming some light oil. That is so nice, because this whole thing is just backed up, man. Light oil for days. I mean, we've got some other stuff, and that's nice, but light oil for days. I really should get more lubricant. This is probably not enough. There we go. This should be the rocket guy. Yeah, it's the rocket guy. Nice. He should get a full thing. Yeah, easy. It's done. Okay, now let's see when he comes back. We should be good. We're launching some rockets. That's awesome. Launching lots of rockets. Again, I think... Wait, why don't these have these modules? That's odd. Okay, well now it does. Productivity modules. So strange. Nice. Nice. Getting our rockets launched again. We didn't run out of fuel, but we were going to. Right, let's see what's happening up here on 1701B. Getting some nice construction going. Everybody is... I was really hoping that we'd be ready to fly. But there are still a few things we got to do, apparently. Yeah, we don't even have the engines yet, so... Luckily, the fuel's been burning, I think, this whole time. No, it just started. That sucks. Is that everything? Yeah, we're good to go now. I think it's a full ship now. Now we just have to wait for them to basically make rounds. Some of these guys already have rounds. That's good. I really like this ship's a lot better. It's going to be great for the inner planets. For the outer planets, I'm going to have to use something else. I didn't even know there were different size asteroids. Which means we're going to need better ammo and stuff like that, probably, I'm guessing. Like piercing rounds, stuff like that. So we're going to have a better ship than this, probably. So let's let that sucker build up. This guy should be back now. He's not yet. There we go. That problem is solved. He went to everybody. That's why. He needed all 3. All right, so we got that building. I'll be back when that's ready to rock again, when it has all of the ammo built up is mainly where we're going to fly. We'll go to VULCANUS, kind of get that set up again. Actually, we just set it up, like program it, right? It'll go back and forth. We don't have to do anything. Then we're going to get ready for Gelba for next episode, because I don't even know what I'm going to do there yet. Actually, we could fly there. Now, we'll fly there next episode. So that's going to do it for this episode. Oh, no, that's not going to do it. When this guy's ready, we're going to fly to VULCANUS. We're going to get this guy set up. So another thing that's better about this system is it has a lot more buffer space. Like the different system, the closed systems I created have large belts of buffer, right? That we're going to have like tons of plate and tons of iron ore before it even starts making fuel, right? Or it doesn't make a lot of fuel, at least. It's making some. It has made some, but not a lot. You can see no oxidizer at all because it's using all of the iron ore up here creating rounds. So again, I think this is a much better ship. We'll see, though, I guess. Okay, I've been watching this thing. It's ready to go now, but I have been watching it, and the last thing it does is create oxidizer. So that's perfect. We won't get into that situation where we're flying back and forth with no rounds, right? Because the fuel was ready before the rounds. So all I'm going to do is automate this thing to go back and forth today, and then we'll be done with this episode. We'll cap it off. But man, this ship is I just like even watching the ship. It's just so efficient. You can see all this stuff's backed up. All these guys also have 100 plate each. Plenty of stuff to craft up more rounds. So what we're going to do, and plenty of space too, that's another thing we had a problem with the previous ship. So what we're going to do is we're going to add a section, and we're going to call it VULCANUS. And then we will... Do I already have one of those? I think I do, but since the ship blew... Oh, there it is. Boom. Is that it? Can I just... Wait. Can I just select it? There we go. Okay, it's got everything. Now, I do want to update this because we have a lot larger ship now. So let's go with 3,000 here. Let's go with... Because I think it's going to take longer for the ship fuel to fill up. Let's put this to 2,000. I'd really like to get a lot more tungsten plate if we could. We'll put this to 1,000 and stop. That's probably fine. We can actually bump this way higher. I'm just not sure how I want to do this yet. What we'll probably do is get the upgraded fuel recipe from Gelba, and then once we get that, we can refuel the ship a lot faster, obviously. We'll retool it to use, what's this stuff called? Calcite, to create a way more fuel way faster, right? And then we're going to retool this to say, stay here until you have everything, then go. And then stay till it's dumped, and then go back, right? That'll be the exact amount of trips to where I'm getting all the stuff transported I want to. Then we're going to have the ship we want. We can go back to VULCANUS and build a much larger tungsten operation. So that looks good. Maybe, yeah, 2,000 for now would be good. Actually, let's switch this to 2,000 as well. As I think it's doing a good job, I will increase it because I really want to make sure we get more tungsten than we do science for now, and because we really need the tungsten badly. All right, so that is good. And now when it goes to VULCANUS, it'll start requesting that stuff. I don't have anything to request when it comes back. Maybe some... Let's add... I think there's one in here. VULCANUS... Novice, here it is. Let's add Novice back. There's nothing in there. Let's at least add guns to make sure it's got 50 guns or something like that. In case the guns get destroyed. Yeah, they're going to launch them right now. Please don't do that. Let's turn it off. And then the rest it'll just ask for, I think. But I at least want to make sure that it has guns so it can replace its guns immediately. The rest, I don't think it matters. It can get replaced at any time. Okay, that's good. Let's say go to VULCANUS. And is it going to go? No, it hasn't started yet. Pause thrust. Nice. It's going to unload, and we're going to add a weight condition. Oh, yeah, we need to... Oh, this is going to be interesting. Will it go all the way? Because I need to make sure that this links with this guy. Wire can't reach. So how do you do this then? How do you do a circuit condition this far away? Do you just attach it to here? And then to there? No, you can't. And then to this guy, and then to that guy? And then to, I don't know. There's nowhere to attach it. To this guy, and then to this guy? Is that, am I getting... Let's try to add a weight condition now. So if I want circuit condition, and I want to check the fuel level, will it, can I get it from, yes I can, it says 25K. But I want it to check all these. I want it to be 75K. There, now I should get 75K in here. Yeah, there we go, okay. Alright, I got those both set up. Let's turn it on. It should go to VULCANUS now. There's no interrupt. I don't need an interrupt because I'm only going to 2 places. There we go, nice. We can see over here how far. Obviously, way slower ship because it has more, a lower thrust to weight ratio. But still awesome. Now let's see what it does up here. Okay, we're starting to get some medium asteroids again. I don't know what we're going to do when it's large, but this ship will do for now. This should tear it up, and they should reload pretty easily. Yeah, this is a no-brainer right here. Nice. We actually have more grabbers up front, which is going to help for refueling the ship way faster. In fact, what I really want to make sure is that I don't throw stuff off. So I'm going to really be watching the garbage. Oh, we good. We have just 2 rock garbages. Good. I don't want to have and they're probably set pretty high, right? Yeah, 100. We have 42. Yeah, this is nice. I don't mind throwing away the carbon rocks, but what I don't want to throw away is the ice rocks. I want tons of ice rocks. I think I set to 100. Nice. This is easy. This is no-brainer now. This is simple. These guys are functioning, but they've already got a lot of stuff ready, so these guys are good to go. There's nothing. They're not waiting for anything. See? Tons of plate, tons of everything to reload, and we're here. Boom. Much, much safer journey. So now we should get some stuff from the planet. Let's go look. It says we can't get science or tungsten plate. Let's see why not. Is it because it's not there yet? There's tungsten. Yeah, it's just not ready. Okay, there's tungsten plate. Cool. And we should have tons built up because we haven't been to this planet in a while. Yeah, everybody's full up. Now, do we have enough for the shipment that I want? That's, what, 500? I don't think so. That's 500, 1,500? That is not enough. Let's, said we wanted 3,000, right? So first we'll just increase this. I need to get beacons on these things because they need to generate way faster. We just need a bigger op here is what we need. So there's that. Do we have enough science? I think I want 2,000. Yeah, we have tons of science. So there we go. Those guys are launching more stuff. Good. This guy should be receiving. So we used probably about 35K fuel. I bet you started at 40,000 when we got here. And I'm hoping that it takes a long time for these guys to build back up so that we have everything we need, but we will see. Let's look at how this guy's doing. Oh yeah, we're still nice and built up, so it's full up. We're ready to go. The rounds are good to go. In fact, there's so much iron ore that we're getting a lot of it back here in the oxidizer generator. We're getting some, let's say. Yeah, you can see it picking up some right there. Nice. This ship is dope. Again, it's a great ship for the inner planets, but again, I don't know about the outer planets. It will be more difficult. That's going to do it for this episode. If you liked it and you made it this far, please consider subscribing and hitting the thumbs up and hit the bell notification, and I will see you on the next one. Stay frosty.